evening. Welcome. It's wonderful to be on Gino's spot.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. One drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino's shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gino's Spot here on a Saturday night. We haven't done it in a proper Saturday in a while. It's lovely to relax on the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, indeed. So we hope you're going to enjoy it and sit back and relax a bit. We've got Jennifer Lindridge on tonight, which we're going to have some fun. We're going to find out what makes Jennifer tick. Indeed, and I hope that you've had a lovely week. It's been beautiful weather. We went for a run through the valley today, through Gqeberha, through the Gqeberha Valley. It was lovely, and it was the sun just the sunsets last night and tonight were just beautiful sunsets. Isn't it beautiful? And it's a lovely place to live. Let's be happy and cheerful, eh? I think so. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we got Jennifer Lindridge on tonight. We also have a little bit of Fitch and Leads on. Thank you to our sponsor, Fitch and Leads, of course. We always say thank you so much to Fitch and Leads, because they've been absolutely wonderful to us over the last 2 years, just about. I think it's coming up on 2 years. It's just crazy. I don't even know. What was it? February, I suppose it'll be 2 years, eh? With the lockdowns. And, of course, Spar have been fantastic. We're having our wrap-up sessions for the virtual run, which was a great success. I just saw on the day for the virtual run, I just saw all sorts of purple shirts all over the country. I flew from Joburg, and all over Joburg, the guys were going for it, and I think down here in the Bay too, they were sending in all sorts of videos and screenshots and messages. Hello, Wendy Thompson, lovely to see you. Good evening, and nice to see you on a Saturday again. Yes, I do quite like the Saturday. I think it is, and we will try and stick to it, you know. We do every Tuesday and every Saturday. It's just that every now and again when there's rugby on or something, we do a rebroadcast, and we do the show on a Thursday. So we are also going to throw a complete spanner in the works and do a Monday night coming up, because we have one of our first live shows. Can you believe it? At the Boardwalk, we're going to be doing a live show. And isn't that wonderful? At least it's coming back again, you know, with the restrictions lifted a little bit. It's been fantastic. So it's unfortunately not a public show, so all of you can't just pull in, you know. Well, I suppose you probably could, and you might get away with it for a while, but until the corporate that's hired us actually notices you and then kicks you out. But I mean, I'm sure you can stuff in a few macaroons before you leave. All right. Yeah, Ivan Newman watching evening from East London. Tell us where you're watching from. Please send me some comments, because I'm going to do a song for you just now, and let me know what you're doing. What's for supper tonight? Says Philippa. Oh dear. Okay, well, I haven't really thought about that, so we'll have a look after we finished the show. Perhaps we'll throw together a few sandwiches with a bit of butter and cheese. How about that? All right. So tell me where you're watching from, guys. I want to know. Wait, tell me. Come on. You there watching. Tell me where you're watching from and what you're drinking. I'm going to pour myself a little drink. I've got to do it. I think I'm going to have a passionade. I think I'm going to go with the passionade. Fitch and Leeds have got the classics and the moments, which are ready-made cocktails, which I find quite rather lovely. So we'll pour ourselves a drink, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to do a little song for you. Make sure you tell me where you're watching from so I can see your comments. Come on, let's do it. Woo! It's a little bit of Billy Idol. All right. All right, pour it. There we go. Cheers, guys. All right. Woo! Hey, little sister, what have you done? Woo! Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? Hey, little sister, who's the one you want? Hey, little sister, shotgun, it's It's a nice day for David Leverington. He's sitting on a couch like a big potato. It's a nice day to start again. Oh, hey, little sister, what have you done? It's been a nice day here, that's right, Tom. I'm drinking up Fitch and Leeds for you, oh yeah. Drinking up Fitch and Leeds from the spa. My little sister shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. What you want if you a nice day for a white wedding day. It's a nice day to start again. All right. Dynamite. I've got a little passionate, yeah. And thank you for the internet to Amobia. They are wonderful. Especially Nicola, she's the best there. That's right, cause she's the boss. It's a nice day for the couch Leverington. And it's a lovely evening in East London. It's a lovely evening in East London. What's the weather like over there? Is there anyone from Queenstown? I wanna find out if it's raining in the dams. Cause we need more water very soon, or else it's gonna become day zero and you'll be so thirsty, yeah. We have to drink Fitch and Leeds all the time instead of that. All right. Start again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome indeed. Keep the comments coming, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to have a lovely chat tonight to Jennifer Lindridge, find out what she's been doing and what she's been up to during lockdown. And I see she's got a very new project, which we'll be delving into as well. So thank you very much for popping on board, and keep us up to date as to what's happening on in your neck of the woods. Give me a little comment. Very nice to have on a Saturday night. All right, so first of all, we're going to have a look at what the Fitch and Leeds guys have got to say. Let's see what you've got to say, Justin. What's happening?
When the sun goes down and you need a little tickle, Fitch and Leeds have got a flavor for the people.
Hey guys, welcome to Magical Mixologist. Today I'm going to be bringing some heat, and by that I mean I'm going to be showing you a gin cocktail with a bit of spice and everything nice. Alright, so today for this we're going to be needing some red chilies, some Tabasco sauce, some lime juice, some simple syrup, obviously a shot of gin, and of course our Fitch and Leeds grapefruit tonic. Okay, so I just want to make sure that our chilies aren't too hot. You know the procedure in this country? No, we're cool. Alright, so we're going to toss a couple of those in there. We're going to throw our lime juice, our simple syrup, our shot of gin, and a splash of Tabasco, just one. Oh, okay, might have been more than one, but that's fine. Cool, alright, we're going to take the shaker full of ice, release it for you. And then our garnished glass. As you can see, there's a green chili and a red chili garnished on that glass. And there we go. Looking delightful. And of course, as I said, Fitch and Leeds grapefruit tonic. Bang! Look at that. Awesome. And as is tradition, cheers. Thanks guys.
Fitch and Leeds have got a mixer that'll fix you on the table.
Fitch and Leeds, the bespoke mixer for the discerning individual.
Did you have the music?
Hello, Jennifer Lindridge. I had the music in my ears. Yes, I've got little microphone, little earphones over here. We do the,
Okay.
and then I can sing with it. But we can't have, this is for the people that are watching as well. Welcome Jennifer Lindridge. She was asking me about these headphones. And we when we're doing the shows like this live streaming, you can't have the sound in the studio and the microphones in the studio, because then the sound goes into the mic and it makes a big loop. And
Well, you sing really well.
Thank you.
No, I got to hear it without
Yes,
the whole
without
backing
anything.
thing.
Like, what do they call it? An isolated vocal. That's what she was
really
hearing. But Jennifer, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
We've tried to have you on before. We had Rob on, of course, before.
And because I chickened out.
And yes, no, because we did a ghost tour of PE, and we were finding all sorts of people to try and put in stories, And so but I think you eventually did a thing with your dogs.
The
It was
dogs.
very nice, yeah. But we only did a short little bit, and so since then I've wanted to get you on the show because I know Jennifer Lindridge is a very interesting person. When you meet Jen, she's large, she's life, she's wah and out there, and I love it. I absolutely love it. The type of people that I want on the show are people that are out there and doing stuff. And you are definitely, you've always got some sort of project or some sort of thing that you're doing, And so during lockdown now, it's been, like I said, almost 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah, a year and a half.
Yeah.
I've been at home for a year and a half.
A year and a half.
My
And
friends know I have not been going out.
I know, it's crazy.
Yesterday was my first full day out of town.
Really, was it?
I had a manicure.
Oh, okay.
I had a pedicure.
Okay.
I had my hair done.
First time.
Yeah.
It looks lovely. Especially for the show. I love you. Perfect, man. Jen, so the reason I saw you becoming more active on social media is because of the book that you're doing. So let's start with the book.
Okay.
and tell me what it's about.
Okay, well, it's a kid's book.
Yeah.
And it's just rhyming, repetitive, completely made up words.
Yeah.
And two little kids, a little boy and a little girl,
Yeah.
are on the hunt for the elusive Fuzz.
Fuzz.
They're Fuzz. And they're not quite sure what it is.
Yeah.
And the little boy, Dev, keeps trying to tell her where it is. She can't see it. She thinks he's joking.
Okay.
And it resolves into, so she sees all these crazy things, and it resolves into a little cat at the end.
Oh, lovely. The Fuzz. So
Fuzz
it was
Fuzz.
there. It
Yeah,
was there.
It was there. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. No, that's lovely. So, and obviously the reason for doing it is a bit of an educational thing as well.
I didn't do it for any reason at all.
Oh, is it?
No.
You just had this idea of this.
I had,
story.
I had read a book.
Cheers.
Thank you. A couple thousand years ago, and I put the book down, and I was so inspired, and I just thought, could I write something made up almost entirely of nonsensical words?
Yeah.
And I sat down and I wrote it.
Give us an idea of when you say nonsensical words. I mean, Fuzz. It's always repetitive.
So it's like,
oh, there we go. Did you plan the color scheme, you, by the way? Says Viv. Well, we actually didn't, but it turns out that we're matchy-matchy, huh?
it's pretty perfect.
It is. It's fantastic. There you know. No, we sorted it out, absolutely. Viv, of course, is, I think you know Pam Fogarty.
Yes.
So it's Pam's sister.
Okay.
Pam's sister, Viv, my two aunties. Oh. My aunties.
Okay. Okay, cheers there.
Cheers to the aunties. So we were saying now there's invented words.
So, can I read a little bit? Because right now, sitting here, I've forgotten entirely what I wrote.
No, it's fine.
But it's like, so...
I love the illustrations, firstly.
Tori Stowe
Tori
from
Stowe.
Bathurst did it.
Bathurst? Does she stay there?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh, okay.
No, she's absolutely fantastic. I'd originally gone to Cape Town to hire somebody, and she just didn't crack it, and Tori did first time.
You know what in the first thing because I saw it on the advert that Gary put up on the thing as well, and the first thing that struck me, it's just so warm. It's just so lovely. Like if you look at these two here. It's such a warm feel of the kind of picture. You immediately feel warm
yay.
when you see that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the...
It's rough and tumble, you know?
Yeah,
I love it.
And it's innocent.
Yeah, innocent. That's exactly, yeah.
But so they start saying, like, they're looking for the Fuzz, and she says, no, it's to the left of Hick Hack. I got back 3 jumps around the corner, 5 jumps down from Babble to Boon, and a slip and a slide and a wiggle from the Zoogle. So it's just... And a seesaw, how's your ma? And
but it makes sense in some strange way.
It resolves at the end. It does. It does, and it's kind of melodical.
Yes, of course. It's like the fuzz, the repetition is very rock and roll.
It's incredible. Yeah. It's very repetitive.
There we go. Mimi's saying can't wait for her signed copy.
I signed it yesterday, Mimi.
Excellent. Mimi's just given me a fire pit. Amazing. Mimi, fire pit's incredible. It's incredible. But I love the way they say it's rock and roll, because it actually the according to Howard Knock, I don't know if somebody can tag Howard. Howard is a guitar maestro in PE, and he told me some wisdom that I've never forgotten. He said, rock and roll, it's all about the right number of repeats.
Well, funny enough, my brother was telling me last night that one of the lyrics to Paradise City by Guns N' Roses.
Take me down to the Paradise City.
And then when they get to that part, where do we go?
Where do we go now?
Yeah.
Where do
Apparently,
we go?
Axel didn't know what to say, and he was saying, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go now? And they just kept it going like that.
Oh, Leon Polivan's saying hello to you.
Hey, Leon.
Do you know Leon?
Hey,
Carl. Hello, Carl.
Cheers.
Nice wink indeed. Carl's done some amazing, guys. If you haven't seen Carl's portraits that he's been doing
he's done phenomenal work.
He's done one of each of us.
Has he?
He has. He did me, and he did your portrait as well, didn't he?
Oh yes, he did.
He did.
He did. It was
Wonderful,
terrifying
black and
at
white.
first, but
yes.
Yeah, no. I mean,
it's an amazing look. And first book of many to come, says Jessie.
Thanks, Jessie. No, I must be honest, I've got an amazing team who I've assembled around me, and people who've just been so generous with their time and their talent. And Carl is one, and Melanie LaRue. Do you know Melanie from Bad Apple?
I haven't. I don't know. I possibly met her. I don't know. Don't know her well. I'll have to have her on the show.
Yes, you shall. She's a hoot.
What does she do?
She's a designer.
Okay, wow.
But you know that comedian Whitney Cummings?
No, I'm not very good at that.
Okay, Melanie is PE's Whitney Cummings.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at her, because I always say to Philippa, she always wants to watch comedy, and when I watch comedy, I feel like I'm at work. I don't know if Rob feels like that when he sees a hospital program on TV, and he. You know, it's just like, oh, come on, man. I don't want to see more.
When you say that, I think of that one episode of Friends.
Yes.
I don't know if you know Friends.
Yeah, Gary's a Friends fanatic.
You know the episode where Rachel is keen on the doctor, and he's like, well, I do that all day. She goes, right, let's just move on. It reminds me of that.
Oh, my word. So you're a Friends fan as well?
I am.
Oh, my
And Big
word.
Bang Theory.
Okay, well.
Yes, and How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother there.
And remember that series Boston Legal?
Yeah, you like that. Oh, so you're a fan. You're a fan.
I am.
Man, okay, so you got to get to know Darren Fuller, because Darren does on a Tuesday. Darren comes on, and she is. I've always said you two should meet, because she's. I think you'll be like 2 peas in a pod. Absolutely. But these diagrams, these illustrations are amazing.
Yeah, no, Tori really, she did a phenomenal job. And she's done my next book as well.
Yeah, okay, wow. So you've got the next one in the pipe already?
No, it's been accepted. It's coming out.
Oh, my soul.
I'm not sure.
Oh, there we go. Hannah and Emma don't understand why Auntie Jen won't answer when they scream hello at the screen. Hello!
Hello!
Hannah and Emma! I don't know who they are.
The book, here, it's made out to them.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Wait.
Is it dedicated to them?
From my nephew Zach and...
Oh, lovely. Look at that. It's dedicated to you guys.
And Hannah and Emma, the joyous blonde twins.
Oh, lovely blondies as well. I love that.
And my redhead Zach.
There we go. Elka Hartman.
Elkie!
So proud of you, Jen Beck.
Jen.
Wait for my copy and a face-to-face catch-up.
This week.
Oh, we're going to do it. Are you stepping out? Have you been double vaxxed?
Well, he doesn't want me to.
Oh, I said
But-
Rob is still like.
But it's happening.
Hold it back for the Delta virus.
It's happening.
Delta. It's gonna go.
It's happening. I can't keep living at home.
You know, when a lady decides something, when a woman decides something, there's not much you're gonna do to stop her, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, I saw a meme recently that was something about I'm like a ShopRite checkers trolley. You can't control me.
You're right. You're right.
That's exactly
Well,
it.
that's exactly the way Philippa is as well. You can't. There's no ways you're going to stop it. I think Gary agrees. Tanya's the same. If she decides something, no ways. You can forget it. You can forget it. Doesn't matter what you say. But it really looks good. And I mean, it's not, the whole feel of the thing as well. Do you look at these things like when you're doing this book now? I mean, even the texture of this thing.
Well,
is
I
nice.
didn't have any say in the finish.
Okay.
That was all Penguin.
Okay,
And I'm a
okay. They
first-time
decide.
author, and they had to make it affordable. I did request glitter
Oh,
all
did
over
you?
the front.
Oh, really?
I did. I wanted it to be shiny and sparkly, and they were like, "We looked into it, Jen. We can't do it for this one." So hopefully the next
All right,
one.
the next one will do it. But Fuzz, and like I said, I love the repetition, and it's a learning thing like that as well. It is.
Yeah. I mean, kids love repetition,
Yeah, they
and
do,
it's
they do.
really good for them to familiarize themselves with sounds and words. And
Have you thought of putting it to music?
you can. You can. In fact, one of my friends, Jen Kerr, do you know Jennifer Kerr?
I know the name, but
Okay, well, she said her daughter, Sienna,
yes.
says the Fuzz needs to be a song.
Okay,
So there you go.
we
Please do it.
I think I've got the right guy to hook you up with.
No, you.
I can do it. I could
You.
do it, but you know, with me, I'm flipping. I've got 6,000 things on the go at the same time.
Okay.
But I'll have a go at it. But I know Brad Peens, and Brad. I don't know if you know Brad, but I think the
Brad.
two of you should. Somebody must tag Brad Peens on this, please, because Brad just eats this stuff up.
Okay, goody.
He'll take this like a duck to water. Absolutely.
Yay.
Wayne Paul saying hello, Jen. Love your work.
Oh, thank you, Wayne. And you're looking very, very cool in all your photos.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah,
I know, he does
I
look
think
really
Carl should
good.
take a photo of that guy. Hey?
Yeah, I know, Carl, you need to take a photo of Wayne, but I think he's in Cape Town now. Aren't you in
Okay,
Cape Town?
Oh my word, I don't know. Where are you watching
Yeah, no,
from?
I'm talking to the TV
Wayne,
like
it's
it can
fine.
answer me back.
No, it can. They can. Wayne's going to tell us where he is. Tell us where you are, Wayne. Please, we want to know what's happening with all those tattoos.
Mind
There
you,
we
somebody
go.
should...
Philip has tagged Brad for us, so,
Oh,
so
cool.
Brad will be in on. Oh, Wayne says he is indeed. I see that.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
But somebody should take a picture of Carl.
Carl needs a photographer to do
Yeah.
something. I'll have
Marion can take a picture of Carl.
to. Yes, absolutely. Or Tim Hopwood or one of those
There
guys
we
that can
go.
do that. Jen needs a song to go with the book. You're right. Bradley, when Brad comes on, Brad will see that. And your hair looks stunning, by the way. Yeah. Thank you, Dave.
Told Melissa she's my superstar.
No, this is the beauty. This is the beauty of this kind of thing, is that it's open up and the comments come
I'm
on
just
straight
looking
away.
here though. Flip, I'm so red.
Oh, it's all right.
It's
The
hot
lighting.
here.
Look. I must admit that when we originally got the lighting, we didn't look at warm lighting. So the lighting is a bit harsh in this place. It does make you look a bit pale normally a bit pale. But the blonde is sticking out nicely.
There
so
we go,
that's
and
good.
our purple.
There we go, and our purple. This is my Beatlesque stuff, you know.
Okay.
And so I mean, this project. How long have you been working on this project?
I wrote the book in 2006.
Oh wow! So that's like 20 years.
What? My maths
Not
is
quite.
shocking.
No,
What's
not
that? 15 years.
15 years. Incredible.
And then during lockdown, I was sitting at home twiddling my thumbs.
It gave you the opportunity.
It did, but also, there's a part of me that used life as procrastination.
Yeah.
So, I'm too busy today, or I've got
Yeah.
work, or I've got a deadline, and then you forget about it. And I think I had no excuses to procrastinate anymore, because you don't want to find out that it's terrible.
Yeah.
You don't want to be rejected. So
This
I
is
put it
the
off and
same.
put it off and put it off. And then this year, I thought, stuff it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I'm going to do it, and whatever
Step
happens,
out.
happens.
Step out and do
Yeah.
it. You know,
And I got a reply in 2 weeks, and apparently it
Wow.
normally takes 6 months.
Holy crap, Jen.
Yeah.
But you can. I mean, it's so ready. There's a lot of work. You can see there's a lot of work that's gone into this.
There's a lot of work, yeah.
And it's you're so right about saying that you look stunning. Melissa says you look stunning, by the way. But it's so right in saying that you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And that is hard.
It's so hard.
Yeah, because as
so
a songwriter, writing your original music, if you're doing original music, or if you're creating a photograph like Carl puts out there, he's taking photos of everybody, you know. Who's to say somebody's not going to hate it? Hate that
Well, I mean,
stuff.
art is such a subjective thing, and you're putting your heart and soul into it, and you really don't want somebody to pick it apart. So, I mean, I've gone through a lot of self-doubt in this process.
Yeah, but you've got to, I think you've got to take it, the criticism, if it's good criticism, you've got to work it out. You've got to work it out.
100%.
So there is crap out there, and people always will give their opinion. Oh, I think you should have had a picture of this or that, or, you know, that illustration should have been there, or you should have said Fuzz instead of Fuzz. You know, there's always that.
Yeah.
But you've got to learn which...
No, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with criticism, because don't forget I went to art school.
Yes.
And I had Bruce Cadle.
Yeah, Brucey.
And I had John Herbert, and I had Cleone Cole.
Oh my word! Did my mother not lecture you,
No.
Jenny Fabry?
No.
She didn't. She did printmaking at the time.
Oh, no, Ethna was my...
Ethna.
Yeah,
Yes, she was.
yeah.
They were great friends.
So, you know, you learn to take the criticism in, because, I mean,
Yes.
Bruce could be pretty
Yeah,
rough.
no, they're rough.
I remember, and I luckily got by that one time, but he had, you know, you put all your work up at the end of the job, at the end of that project.
Yes.
And it all gets put up there, and you all sit down and you listen for him to tear it apart. He goes, this one has a vague nightmarish quality. This one is shit. Lindridge, this one's okay.
Oh, good. Look there, I love the t-shirt. I love the shirt. Yours is nice too. Thank you very much. Hers is actually a skirt.
Mine is a rocky.
It's a rocky.
But the best part is my stockings, but you can't see them.
You can't see her legs. They've got. It looks like the Milky Way.
I've got.
So they're like white.
They're like fishnet.
Cream
Oh, there we go.
stockings. There we go. We got it.
They're like the stockings on what's that movie with with all those pretty girls who it's on the tip of my tongue. What's that movie that I like, that really surreal, where the girl goes into the mental asylum and they give her a lobotomy? It sounds terrible.
Oh yeah. The series.
No.
One for the Cook's Nest.
No.
This show is sponsored by Jimi Hendrix. Purple Haze, all in my brain. Acting funny, you don't feel the same. Show them, Jen. It's Jimi Hendrix lyrics he's quoting here. Nice legs, sparkly.
Yeah, no, you know I hate some sparkly.
You know, it looks like it's like space going out into space.
Life is better with a little bit of sparkle.
It is. It is.
Definitely.
And also, and I love your outfit. It's like I always go into the back here and I just find the most outlandish stuff. And Philippa moans when we go out, or actually when I get up in the morning and I put something on, because always she looks at me and she goes like, "That's not happening."
It's fun. Somebody actually sent me a photo yesterday, and they said, "This reminds me of you," and it was purple and pink ice cream with glitter all over the whole thing. But I can't. I love that. I take it as a compliment.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
That's it. Sucker Punch.
Right.
Well done. Hi, Dale.
Dale, hello Dale, lovely to see you as well, man. And Jesse Khan says, how can one buy your book?
You go to www. thefuzzfuzz.com.
Oh, excellent. And Gary's actually going to put it up in a ticker tape for us.
thefuzzfuzz.com.
The Fuzz Fuzz, is it got a hyphen in it?
No.
No, the Fuzz Fuzz, one
The
word.
Fuzz Fuzz, one word,
No
all
hyphens,
lowercase,
all
dot
lowercase.
com.
The Fuzz Fuzz dot. He's going to put it on the comments so you can click on it. He'll put a hyperlink on it so you don't even have to worry about it. You just go click and it goes.
And,
All right.
and as Rob always says, don't clap, throw money.
Don't
Clap, throw money.
throw money.
Don't tell me how wonderful it
Don't
is.
tell me how wonderful it is. Just throw the money.
Sorry, Rob.
Oh my word. So Jesse, thank you for that.
Thank you,
we'll
Jess.
If Gary can put it in the comments, you might even be able to if you put in a comment, Gary, then it goes to everybody's destination. So yeah, and I mean, you said so. 15 years it's been boiling, and then you decided you were going to do.
Well,
this.
to be honest, I completely forgot about it. I've written quite a few books, and then one I've illustrated myself, and I showed this book to Teresa Fogarty. Many years ago, but it didn't have any illustrations.
Okay.
And she said to me, follow it up. It needs illustrations, do it.
Yes.
And then I went to, it was actually at the beginning of 2020 before COVID. And I went to Cape Town. I found an illustrator there that I really liked, but she just couldn't quite, she wasn't the right fit for me.
For you.
She did the work.
Personality-wise, you have to fit
No,
as well,
the
isn't
personality was fine, but her style didn't interpret as well as I had wanted it to.
Okay.
She's very good.
Yeah.
She's very good. She just wasn't right for my job.
Yeah, it didn't match up. And it's true with an illustration and the type of style that you have.
Well, you have an idea in your mind, and I would have illustrated it myself, but when I met with Tori, I said the problem with this, and I think that's also why it took so long, because I started illustrating it myself.
Yeah.
And I can draw, but I need reference.
Yeah, okay.
So I created these characters, but I didn't know what they looked like.
Yeah.
So I said, Tori, you've got free reign. Do what you want. Wow, and she hit the nail on the head.
Like I said, like such a warm style, such a likable.
But all of her stuff is beautiful.
Is it?
I stumbled across her work in Woolworths. She does a lot of work for them.
Oh, okay.
And I picked up one of the mugs. I looked on the bottom. I was like, sure, this is really nice. Saw we had a lot of mutual friends on Facebook, and then got in touch.
Just sucked in off.
Please don't choke.
I sucked in off of my passionate.
Although there is a doctor in the house.
Yes, there's a doctor in the house. We're lucky. We got Rob on call tonight. So this is a world that I really don't know anything about. Is that also you were mentioning that she does stuff for Woolworths, or designing a cup, doing an illustration on that cup, and then producing that in bulk, I presume, to get out there. It's like, wow, that is. I don't know
to what extent she does.
Yeah.
I don't know how their relationship works, but I know she does all the creative.
Yeah.
And they love her. And I don't know anybody who wouldn't.
Your history in I mean, let's go back a bit now. Say you were technical. Where'd you grow up? So you've always got this American twang to your accent. So it's half. It's really half.
It is.
It's South African, but there's an American twang there somewhere.
And my dad is English.
Is he English?
Very English.
Oh, very, very.
Yeah.
Ew, I didn't know that. Yeah. Lindridge, of course.
Yeah.
I suppose. And your mother is.
And my mother's Canadian.
Is Canadian.
Yeah.
So it's a Canadian thing. It's not an American.
I'm American.
Oh, you're American.
My family is the UN.
Sorry,
my family is the UN.
Is the United Nations.
Yeah. No, so my mother is Canadian.
Yes.
She moved to the United States. She met my biological father. They had me.
Yeah.
I was born in the States. We lived there till I was 10.
Okay.
And then we moved here. Okay. And the person I've lived with my entire life, my English father.
Yes.
My dad.
Yes.
Is English.
English.
Yeah.
So you picked up
the
accent in those formative years was so strong.
But listen, it's softened a lot because.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I hear family from there.
Yeah. Do you go back into that accent as well?
No.
You don't.
No.
You don't.
No.
You stick.
I actually, when I met up with my stepsister a couple of years ago in Atlanta. Yeah. And now she lives with my family over there, and she was like, "You sound so educated."
But it's so strange because listening to you as well. I don't know if Rob has ever analysed it, I suppose, but when listening to you, if I listen for South Africanisms, I can hear it straight away. I can hear you sound South African. But if I listen for an American twang, I can totally pick it up. And you almost get drawn in that way. So you're really.
It's some words. It's some words. But when he met me, it was maybe.
Yeah.
And I think it's my inflection sometimes. Yes. It lilts up.
But when you say no normally, but you wouldn't say now. Because I wouldn't imagine that a southern thing would say now.
Well, no, when he met me, I hadn't been in the country that long, and he used to say if he chastised me, and I would say I am. So that has softened.
I am. I am the southern.
Because don't forget, I was born in the deep south.
Yeah, whereabouts?
Atlanta, Georgia.
So Atlanta, Georgia. There was was that the Olympic Games?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
2000, no, 19... 1890s.
Wasn't it
90.
1980? 19... I don't know.
90 something.
It was 1994, wasn't it?
It could have been, yeah.
Or 1995.
It wasn't too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So so born there, came across at 10, and then to PE.
Yes.
So PE, totally born and bred.
Yeah.
Really. That is amazing.
Because my dad, my English,
your English,
my very proper English dad, they emigrated out here during the Second World War. Wow. So he was one of those little kids that was evacuated to the country.
Oh, from England, of course.
From England,
Go out to the country.
And his brother died during the war, and his mom, and then he and his dad escaped England and settled here in PE. And my grandfather opened, I think it was the first electric light bulb factory, Elmoza.
Elmoza.
It used to be in the valley.
Okay.
Wasn't it in the valley?
Yeah, it could possibly get washed away in the 68 floods. I don't know. If it was, it probably did.
Yeah, I think it. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong in speaking up my pie hole. I don't know.
There was. There's some old companies here, and so and I know.
I'm thinking of Mangold's. I've got it wrong.
Mangold's
was in the Bokkens Valley, and my dad worked there.
Oh, okay. Mangold's.
Mangold's
engineering was absolutely there, and they did have problems there, but they carried on afterwards as well.
Oh, I don't know. That was
long
before me.
Light bulbs is interesting because that'll be somewhere in town. So. I don't know if somebody's on the history club. They've got the PE history channel. Maybe Donald Thomas. Where's Donald Thomas? Somebody tag Donald and ask about the light bulb factory.
Elmoza. I think it was Elmoza.
Okay.
Yeah. So my grandfather set that up.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if it was completely dark here before that.
No,
dark here before that. I don't know.
There was an article. I actually saw there was an article where in the late 1800s actually where they got the first electricity.
No, this was not that.
And they had street lights though. There were street lights. The light bulbs was up for home. That's another story. That was much later.
Yeah.
But the electricity started quite early in PE, and they set up these wires, these bulbs that were totally dangerous, like all over the place.
Sure.
And switched on the big old, the big old switch. Amazing. And now electricity is much more expensive than it was then.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
But I've got my solar panels now,
And we haven't got there yet. We've got inverters, and at least we don't have blackouts anymore, and we've got a borehole.
Oh yes, the boreholes also.
Because the infrastructure in Mill Park is so old.
Yes,
I mean, there's always something bursting. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that right now.
No, but it's true. I mean, it's always we've got to make a plan. Everybody's with solar and boreholes and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
The water from the boreholes is often the best.
I think Walmer's not that great.
It's not that great.
But Mill Park is good.
It's a bit brack over here, now. So some plants like it, and some plants just die. But okay, so be in schooling here?
Collegiate.
Of course you went to collegiate. I mean, a great school, brilliant school, and
it was hard for me to adjust at first because I'd come from a co-ed.
Okay.
A co-ed school.
Junior school.
In the States.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had never known anything but co-ed, so it was quite hard slipping into this all-girl thing where everybody still played with dolls, and it was nice because we got to live our childhood a little bit longer. But it was hard at first. It took me a long time to settle down. I think my brother fitted in really well quickly. He went to grey.
Is your brother older than you?
Younger.
Younger, okay.
My baby brother.
Oh, your baby brother. Excellent. So you went to the grey.
He went to grey.
We've had a lot of people from the grey on the show, you know. I was a VP boy, so I was like, you know, we were
Oh,
other
you see,
side
but you're
of the
so
tracks.
cool. No, you're so cool.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, of course, we're very cool. And so yeah, fantastic, great, and then collegiate, and then into Technicon.
Yeah.
And Bruce Cadle, fantastic. Somebody can tag him. And of course Ethna was just
divine.
just lovely.
Yeah.
And I see Bruce is remarried now, which is
but Catherine's such a good friend of mine.
She's amazing as well.
She's
She
divine.
looks like she's totally out there. I love it.
No, she's fabulous.
Yeah.
She's fabulous.
Oh, fantastic. And then that at the time Technicon was really a vibrant.
No, it really
thing.
was. It really was. And I had really wanted to go to AAA. I don't know if that was because
What's AAA?
AAA was the School of Advertising in Cape Town.
Wow. Okay.
And my parents said no, but I don't know if that was because I wanted to follow my boyfriend at the time. I don't know.
Oh, they knew.
Yeah, they knew. So anyway, I'm glad I went to Tech because, you know, it turned out being rated one of the top schools in the country for art, for graphic
art
design.
school was amazing.
Yeah, it worked out well.
It did.
I loved it.
And it gave you a good grounding then for
Absolutely.
And then was it strange to work? Did you go and find employment somewhere?
I had a job
Yeah.
6 months before I graduated. So I went straight, I think I had 3 or 4 days and then I went straight to work.
It's because you're so likable. That's why. You see that people come into an office and people will you light up the place. So people, of course, they're going to hire you.
Rob will disagree.
No, I've always, whenever I've seen you, you've always been like a breath of fresh air.
Oh, thank you very much.
But it's so that, I mean, that's the type of thing that you need. And what kind of job was it? Was it
I was a junior graphic designer.
Okay, graphic designer.
At Trio.
So did you do design? I mean, I've always worried. I always thought I should do that. I've loved that.
It is. It's a very cool industry.
Have you seen my coffee? Have you seen my
Yes!
coffee?
Did you do it?
I did. Yeah. See, I've got some here. I used the. It's like that 70s. I don't know. It's like a Bauhaus kind of vibe to it.
Totally, and the
colours.
It's got a real Quicksilver thing happening.
See, and Pete Mondrian. You see that?
Carl, Pete Mondrian.
Pete Mondrian is.
We were discussing him the other day.
I love the 80s vibe. It's like City Golf used this whole thing.
Red, yellow, blue, not green. Red, yellow, blue.
That's it.
Shiny and new. Red, yellow, blue.
That's it.
Buy one for him. Buy one for you.
How do you remember that?
Because that is one of my gifts. I have an uncanny knack of remembering jingles.
Oh my word.
No, it like even from 5-6 years old. Like those 70s McDonald's ads I remember.
Do you remember that Nestle cream? Ah, so creamy smooth.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nestle pure dairy cream. Top of the toppings. I don't know. That's the only one I remember from the 80s.
You remember that McDonald's one?
Sure, no, I don't
From
remember.
the 70s.
Oh, no, we didn't have McDonald's here in the
okay.
70s. You would have had it.
Yeah.
So you would have remembered that stuff. I do. There was, I mean, you know, look again. You're looking at me through a glass dish washed in my
As
dishwasher.
a girl mom, I confidently said it's absolutely because you wanted to follow.
You follow your boyfriend. I'm sure Robbie's stoked that you ended up staying. Absolutely. You see that? It's pretty obvious. She's like transparent with that sort of stuff, I think.
Definitely was a company called Elmoza.
Oh, there we go. Definitely was a company called Elmoza. They were in Neve Township. Okay. And they were on the medical aid I worked for. Oh, that was, and I know Wendy used to work for D&E. I think the Tafelberg Medical Aid. Yeah. Okay, so that ties all in nicely, doesn't it? But yeah,
well done,
design,
Gino.
Design. I wanted the Bauhaus.
It smells delicious.
And this is kind of a Bauhaus. He was linked
That's
to
very
Bauhaus.
Bauhaus.
Yeah, he's linked to Bauhaus. And that was also the colours. I love the colours, that
Very
70s thing.
Yeah, I also like the 70s.
And then the 50s is actually a deco, art deco. Because a bit of, you know, I wanted to get that the 50s music and the 70s music and then tie it into the taste of the thing as well.
Well, you've done it.
So I think, that's quite cool. So the design is also, I love it. So you had to learn about that stuff, which I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of it.
Which part?
I don't know, the design, like using that design, and you didn't, okay, in architecture, but do you enjoy architecture? I mean, not really.
No, I can appreciate looking at it,
Yeah.
but I have no interest in drawing. I have friends who are architects, really good ones, and there's not a mathematical bone in my body. So,
no, that's it. I mean, I'm not good at maths, but I love the look of that thing, that stuff, and then tying in a theme, which I think is what you're good at as well.
No, I'm good at conceptualization.
Yeah.
So, looking at something laterally and seeing how two ideas fit together. I'm good at finding that common ground. And I enjoy that. That's
an amazing, it's such a good talent to have, you know. And I mean, you worked at this at that company then for the first while, did you form your own?
I worked for Trio for about 2 years. They were in Central.
Yes.
And then I worked for another local company that was on Cape Road. And things just didn't work out there, and I had an opportunity and a gap, and I had been offered a job at Hunt Lascaris in Joburg.
They're also big in advertising.
Very big, and you know, one of the real the top
giants,
ones. And it was a case of me moving to Johannesburg or making a go of it here, and I just figured I was young enough to take the leap. That if I had no dependents, I didn't have a husband, I didn't have any familial commitments. So it was a case of I'm young enough to try it, and if it doesn't work, you know, I can start over. So so I decided to take that gamble.
And you went to Joburg then?
No, I stayed here. I stayed here and opened Crackerjack.
Oh, Crackerjack. Then you could do your own thing. So
So I didn't go to Joburg.
The opportunity was here.
Correct. The opportunity. I had that, but then I would be working for somebody, and I figured it would be.
Yes.
You know, I'm young enough that if I fall flat on my face, I can start again.
Still go. Yes, you still go. Jen, that's so important, and especially now during COVID and all this crap that's going on.
Fuzzy.
Trio was the legend.
Yes.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy and I are still good friends.
Who is Fuzzy?
Her name's
Fuzzy
Carolyn.
Fuzz.
No. Carolyn Penrith.
Oh yes,
you know,
Carolyn
but Fuzzy.
Yes, of course, Fuzzy. Yes, Fuzzy Penrith. Of course, I know Fuzzy.
Yeah.
And Heather. Heather's a sister.
I don't know Heather.
Heather's very nice as well. Very, very nice indeed. Somebody tag Heather.
And Fuzzy.
Yes, Heather and Fuzzy. They were amazing, those two as well.
I mean, they've got hearts of gold.
Yeah. Fuzzy's, it was great. We were just talking about Fuzzy the other day because we had Roger Hilligan. No, it was Cliffy Francis on the show. Cliffy Francis from Cagney's. And Fuzzy used to be a frequent attendee at Cagney's. Always dancing on the tables.
I believe that.
Yes.
I believe that. But the thing about Fuzzy is she's so level-headed. Like, whenever there's anything contentious in a situation, Fuzzy is just chilled. She calms in. She just hears everybody out and hey guys, we'll make a plan.
Okay.
She's cool.
Amazing. And
everybody can be freaking out, and Fuzzy's just, hey, no problem.
Did she also have a background in advertising and stuff as well? I didn't know because I didn't realize that.
I don't know. I mean, I met Fuzzy at Trio, and then she worked for me a couple of years ago.
With Crackerjack?
With Bad Apple.
Oh, Bad Apple was later. Okay, it's been later than that.
Yeah.
Because Crackerjack, I remember Crackerjack,
okay.
and so that was your company that you started out of nothing, and that's what I was trying to get across just now is that you've got to take that risk, that initial risk, and you say that you didn't have much to lose, but you had time to lose. You had a year or two.
But I mean, I really started with nothing. I mean, I bought a second-hand computer.
Yeah.
And I worked out of my bedroom. And when I could cringe when I think of some of the really big clients I had, and I had no chairs, and they used to line up on the edge of my bed with my computer. I mean, there were some really big guys.
Really?
Yeah, and they used to sit on the edge of my bed.
On your bed.
Oh, I could die when I think about that. But either the price was right or the work was good. I don't know.
The work was clearly good.
I don't know.
Everybody knows that creatives are slightly off the wall, you know. It's okay, and you most certainly are creative.
Well, I did have a client once who was so disappointed that I wasn't wackier.
Oh, really? Oh, wackier. How could you possibly?
Well, I was very conservative when I entered the business
Oh,
world.
really? Okay,
You know,
okay.
I wore suits.
Did you want that pencil skirt kind of?
No, I didn't want it, but I
briefcase thing?
thought that's
That's
how I
what-
had to
that's-
fit
yeah.
in when I first
Yes.
started, and they were so disappointed.
Heather Ashington, yes, right, of course, because I knew Heather because she was married to Ashley.
Okay.
Her first husband was Ashley, and Fuzzy's sister. Fuzzy's a part of the family that was all part of Cliffy's club. There's Sean Pauls was one of the DJs there, I think.
Okay.
And club renovations as well. Yeah, she had a lot to do with it too. I'm sure Cliffy would have used them and abused them absolutely for all their ideas. But yeah, so I mean.
So that's my background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fascinating background because to work under pressure within an advertising space like that is hectic. I mean, how did you come up? How did you get your clients? Firstly, I mean, Crackerjack had some big clients.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I'm a good salesperson.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of my skills.
Okay,
So I don't actually know how
No,
I did
how
it.
did
I
you do
don't
it?
know.
Just because you're likable. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how I did it, but I'm a good salesperson.
Yes.
So I don't oversell.
Yeah.
But I can see when somebody needs something.
Yeah.
And help them see that they need it too.
Yeah.
But I don't oversell unnecessarily, if that makes sense.
Well, I think probably the secret is to make them feel confident in you. So to make them feel like, okay, this lady can do this. She can do this. You know.
Well, it was harder when I was younger. I'm not going to lie. You know, you're blonde.
Yes.
And you're short. It was hard when I was younger, but.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, no, Gary's asking you on the screen. Did you retire from advertising? Do you still keep your hand in?
No, I do not.
You do not keep your
No, I
hand
do
in?
not.
Don't
No.
you? Because you'd be very useful to a lot of people.
I'll
I'm
help
sure.
friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if something, piques my curiosity, then I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not want to do repro.
What's repro? I don't know. You're talking jargon here.
I do not want to set pages up for print because I'm awful at it.
Okay.
And Melanie LaRue is brilliant.
Okay.
And she does all of that stuff for me.
Okay.
And she's also an incredible creative. She does Walmer Park's work.
Oh, wow. Okay. Melanie, I think I might have met Melanie.
No, I'm sure you've met Melanie.
Yeah.
She's a character.
Okay. All right.
Why did you retire?
Why did you retire from advertising?
It
you're saying?
stopped being fun.
Oh, okay. Is it? There's too much work and not fun.
No, I didn't love managing people.
Yeah. Oh, that's also.
And, I had stacks of really great clients.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wonderful. But there were one or two I had to fire. And
Did you become? Gary says, did you become a kept woman by
Never.
those clients?
oh!
oh, did you become a kept woman by Rob? You mean?
No, never. But I mean, it was hard because one of my first clients was Fish River Casino.
Oh wow. Okay.
And-
was that Graham Bass?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Nikki
yes.
Buerta.
Yes, Nikki.
Yeah.
Yes. I
So,
remember Nikki.
and that's before I had a cell phone or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 1990, I think it was 1997 or 1998.
Wow.
And because they kept such strange hours,
Yeah.
I used to drag the phone across the room, keep it next to my bed, because I knew they'd phone me at 1 o'clock in the morning to give me a brief.
Ah,
You know? I have some really sad, pathetic stories. Like, there was one Christmas, one New Year, and I had a macro advert that was due.
Yeah.
I didn't have a boyfriend in my life.
Okay.
And there's poor me sitting doing my macro advert on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
I kid you not, I printed out the final proof at 12 midnight on New Year's Eve. I think I've got it somewhere. I had to keep it. I worked hard.
So that was clearly the time when you really
Yeah,
worked.
no, I worked hard. I worked 7 days a week.
Wow, Jen.
Round the clock. I used to schedule my life in kind of half-hour increments. So I used to keep, so I'd say, I'd wake up at 4 to 4:30.
Yeah.
I'll work on this job. 4:30 to 5, bath. 5 to 5:30. I'll do this
What?
because there was only me.
Yeah.
And then from 8 o'clock, I had to start doing all my meetings, running around town.
Yeah.
And then 5 o'clock, I'd started designing again, and I'd work till midnight.
But there's no wonder then that your business was successful, because that kind of work is for me, like poking my eyes out with two big hot pokers, all that admin and that as a creative.
No. I'm terrible at admin.
Oh, yeah. But you had your schedule.
I had my schedule, and I was really good at keeping.
Was that a coping mechanism? That schedule.
Well,
was it, because as a creative, people are normally all over the place.
Yeah, but I had to learn to get things done quickly, and I got to the point where I would time myself. Because I'm very competitive, but also with myself.
Yeah.
So I would time myself to see how quickly I could come up with the really good logo. And
the creative face.
Yeah.
I can't do
so
that.
So I would like, hey, I've got 10 options in 10 minutes. You rock. You know? So
that's amazing.
So I started doing that, and I also learned to work hard when I felt good, because if I came down with flu or something, or a terrible migraine, and I get a lot of headaches, you have to work through it. But you might not feel as good, so you like build up a buffer with time.
And I mean, a lot of my clients have had ups and downs. You know, they get into a depressed state where it's hard, and I mean to push through for. It's like you said, perhaps you got the answer in terms of when you realized that this job or this work it was draining you instead of filling you up.
Well, no. I mean, I did it for. I ran Cracker Jack for. I sold it in 2010.
Yeah, 2010. Okay.
So I don't even remember. Was it 13 years? I don't remember. But I think what I did was you'd have jobs that really didn't fulfill you creatively, and then I would do sideline projects. So I've got a whole lot of other books and board games and things like that are sitting waiting.
But that's
to
incredible.
happen.
That's really a creative. So you've certainly got a creative brain, but you almost also what I see here is that you are also organized.
I'm very organized.
Yeah.
I'm very organized.
So that's a very
My Christmas
rare.
shopping is done.
That is very rare. Let me tell you, that is like super rare. Like you're either creative or you like a mathematician, organized.
No,
person.
I'm not like that though.
But,
No.
But you've somehow got a bit of a mix going on here. You most certainly have.
I attribute that to my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a businessman, and I learned those skills from him.
Did you? Did he? So you did.
The creativity comes from my mom.
Okay.
But the organization and the business acumen and stuff comes from my dad.
And your social side. Your mom's a socialite. She loves.
My mother is the epitome of vivacious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I loved it. I chatted to her a few times at some of your party that you had, which I must say I was just saying before we had. Jennifer Lindridge puts on the most insane parties. You should also be an events person because you can do that stuff. Man, that was incredible.
I love it. It's fun.
It was a
Halloween party.
A Halloween party at Savages, which Rob called Savage. At Savages, and I tell you what was amazing. You walked into each room and it was like walking into a different world. You know, I absolutely loved it, and I mean, you obviously enjoy that.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Visual person.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
Visual learner as well?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. If you give me, if I hear, remember word sums at school?
Yeah.
If a train is departing a station going that direction, my brain explodes. Yeah. Yes. But if you ask me to solve like a Sudoku, how do you say Sudoku puzzle, but it's got shapes in it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Do it easily.
Really?
But I cannot do it with numbers.
This drives me nuts too. But I suppose it's our left brain or right brain.
I don't know. I also think I just have a mental block against it.
Oh, really?
I mean, I was so proud of myself. A little while back, I solved like a really hard mathematical problem. I double-checked myself like 3 times. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how I did it.
You sure you did this?
It's an anathema. It's the Fitchin Leeds.
It's the Fitchin Leeds, indeed. We've got Rob's got some ice there. I see the ice coming in. Bring it around that side after you give it to
How
Gary.
does everything match tonight?
I know. Isn't it cool? Isn't it amazing? We've got something going on, and So Cracker Jack did really well, and you
It's
got
still
to the
going.
point. It's still
going.
happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Who bought it from you?
Online Innovations purchased it.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm speaking rubbish.
Yeah.
A man, the Dutoys bought it.
Toys.
For Johan Dutoy.
Real.
Yes.
Real Dutoy. Yes.
They purchased it.
Real Dutoys with the hospitals, with the Nurture Health, with Rob, of course.
Yeah, with Rob.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then subsequently, Online Innovations purchased it.
Okay.
And I'm not quite sure from
So
there.
it's moved on a few times.
Yeah, it's moved on.
Isn't that
And
amazing?
now Kevin Gray owns it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still going.
It's still going.
And I
It's-
love the name, Cracker Jack. It's just like, it's Cracker Jack.
Well, I mean, that was just a case of I was going to the bank to set up my bank account
Yes.
in Walmer, remember?
Yes, Woman 9th Avenue.
And my dad said, we've got to go. And I had
Inside.
pages of names.
Inside,
yes.
opposite the Apollo
I had
dry
the
cleaning
nicest.
company.
Yes. I had the nicest bank manager, Keith Miskin, back 1,000 years ago.
Wow, okay.
And somebody tag Penny Miskin. Can you tag
Yeah,
Penny Miskin?
tag Penny, yes.
And I don't know if that's a relation of hers.
Yeah,
But he was the nicest guy. And then I had another nice one after that, Val Bryan. You were also really nice.
Val Bryan. She on as well.
No, she was lovely.
Okay.
But I had the appointment to set up my bank account, and I had to have a company name. And so I went through the dictionary, and I knew I wanted it to be something design communication. So I went through the C's.
Yes.
Crackerjack. What does that mean? That's perfect. It's a person or thing of exceptional quality or ability.
Yes, that's Cracker Jack. Yeah. Fantastic.
There you have it.
Oh, no, isn't
So
that
that's where it
amazing?
came from.
No, fantastic. I love those stories because it really it's a catchy name. It's amazing.
You kind of know when you've got it.
Yeah, but you've got it with this book. Can you see that?
you.
I mean,
Well,
the Fuzz. I mean, that's classic. You know, I love it.
Well, I've had, like I said, I've had lots of moments of doubts, and then Rob keeps reminding me, Jennifer, Penguin took it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing. It is amazing. I think you can pat yourself on the back for that,
you.
for sure.
But I
Okay.
do. So I keep reminding myself.
And then after you met Rob. Where did you meet Rob?
He was a client.
Oh, was he a client? Oh my.
He was a client that asked me out for a year straight. I was not interested.
Oh really? So you were
I
batting
thought-
him off like, oh my
Like,
god.
no, I really was.
Medical
I remember going
student
to
or
one
whatever.
meeting, and he kept looking at my legs, and it just freaked me out completely.
He kept looking at your leg. What a lustful man!
It freaked me out completely.
He was just looking down. He was just averting his eyes. He didn't want to look at your breasts. That's why.
So he kept asking me out, and eventually I was dating another guy.
Okay.
And,
Total loser, Rob. Of course he was.
and this guy stood me up.
Oh.
The only
yeah.
time I've ever been stood up, and I was furious.
Right.
Furious.
Didn't take that lightly, no.
And I bumped into Rob, and I related this whole thing. He said, well, use me. Let's go make him jealous. Let me take you out.
What a
He was so clever.
sneaky little
He
man.
was so clever because, we had supper, and I was like, he's actually really nice, and he's a good conversationalist.
And you can't see my
He's
legs
so-
from here.
He's so polite.
Wow, yeah.
Such a gentleman.
Yes,
Yeah.
And I mean, he obviously liked what he saw, and what he heard that night. So you were selling a good sales lady for yourself then.
No,
obviously, as
no.
well.
I wasn't. No.
Oh, you were just accepting.
Yes.
You were like the.
I wasn't. I
batting
still
him
wasn't
off.
that keen.
Oh right, so it wasn't. you
But
weren't
he
keen.
was nice.
Okay, he was
yeah,
nice.
he was
He was
nice.
okay.
He grew on me.
Oh yeah, he phoned me a few times afterwards.
I'm sorry.
He's giving us little signs with the fingers and things. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And so obviously this developed into something.
Yeah,
and-
no. I mean, we've been together on and off, but
Okay.
for 21 years.
Wow, 21 years. That's a long time. No wonder he's so grey. You know. Gino, Jen is also good friends with Carol Law, of course.
I am
the icon lady.
indeed.
Well, I also know Carol Law, you know. She's completely Betty, and I love her to bits. Oh no, I think Jen and Gary and a couple of people have regular arguments with Carol but we love her, no doubt, because she has some controversial.
She has some interesting ideas.
Yes, controversial ideas. Does Carol? Yes,
That's okay. We love her.
No, you got to
love
this.
her.
You got to have the. But there we go. Gary's still got a picture there. Yeah, tag Carol. Tag her. The little old bat. Where is she? There we go.
Everybody knows Carol.
Would love to witness an interview with her. You know what? I have interviewed Carol already. So you can go to the Gino Spot thing, which Gary will put into the comments and give you a hyperlink for the Gino Spot YouTube link, which you must subscribe to. Please, guys, subscribe to the Gino Spot YouTube. Gino Spot YouTube link. It's a YouTube channel, and you press the bell, and then it tells you when people are, and you can have a look at the history, and there's a whole history of all sorts of people that have been on the show, including the icon lady in PE, Carol Law, indeed, and Barbara Manor as well is there. Well done, and a beautiful book, says Celeste.
Thank you.
Celeste Low. En Pieter. De Celeste en Pieter, the Sharma. Both of you on the same Facebook page.
I think
Just
they're
checking
friends
on
of-
each other, or they're husband and wife.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. And Sean Paul's part 2, but with Carol. I'm scared. I'll be scared of part 2
Have
with
us
Carol
both.
Law.
I'll temper her.
Yeah, temper her. Yeah, you can temper her first. Oh my word. Okay, so we're at Cracker Jack. You sell Cracker Jack. What did you do after that? Did you get married?
I contemplated my navel for a little while.
Oh yeah, just like twiddled your thumbs.
Twiddled my thumbs and I contemplated meaning.
Yes. Gary wants to know how Rob proposed. How did Rob propose?
Which time?
Did he give you
He
3
didn't
bottles
get
of
down
wine?
on a knee.
He didn't get. Oh
No.
Well, clearly that didn't bother you at all.
He did not get down on one knee.
Did he ask Mr. Lindridge?
No.
Oh no, it was an elopement.
No. But he took me out to a very nice dinner.
Yes.
And
And then he was all nervous.
he
no
was
doubt.
very nervous.
I'm sure. Must have
And then he
been like,
kind of slid the box across the table to me.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Well, that it's a nerve-wracking time. I've done it myself.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I put it underneath the Christmas tree, and Philippa couldn't find it. She's like, what? I'm like, this, yeah.
You see, I couldn't do that in my house
Yeah.
because a dog would eat it.
Oh, right. So you got it across the table.
I got it across the
Opened it,
table.
and you were like, what is this? And then it wasn't like a chocolate mint ball.
No.
It was like,
And it was, I had an idea. I had an inkling.
you were suspicious
I was suspicious.
because of his nerves. Was that
Yeah,
the vibe?
and he was really smiley.
Oh, was he?
Like, he
Yeah.
was really
It's
smiling.
like, laughing at everything. Did Rob not propose on his knee while looking at your legs? He says, Sean. We're portraying Rob as a real perv tonight.
He is. One of his best quotes
Yes.
that he said over a dinner table one evening. This is true.
Yeah.
Women's cleavages are like sunsets. They're there to be admired.
Oh, yes, and I can agree with that as well. There's nothing like a nice cleavage, Rob.
She said, covering hers up.
No, that's why we got to look at the legs all the time. Oh, my word. Oh, no, so obviously...
No, we got married in 2006.
Okay.
And
you sold Cracker
I
Jack
sold
to
Cracker Jack subsequently.
2010.
Yeah, 2010.
Okay.
And then I wafted around quite a lot.
Like a bit of a hippie.
I did. I wafted
Yes.
and dabbled and got bored and
Okay.
went through a major life crisis because now I didn't know who I was.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it must be really hard for people that work their whole life and then retire.
Yeah.
Because so much of who we are
Yeah.
is wrapped up in what we do.
Yeah.
And, suddenly I was like, do I have the right to buy design books anymore?
Yeah.
Is that me? Is that what I am?
Yeah, are you allowed to do that? I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose also with Cracker Jack, possibly you couldn't work and do your work.
I had a restraint of trade.
Restraint of
yeah,
trade
I did have a
as
restraint
well.
of
So
trade.
you can't do what you want to do.
No, but I didn't want to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to do it. And then I don't really know what I did in that hiatus of 5 years. I got very involved with animal rescue.
Yes.
And amassed far too many dogs.
Yes. You definitely dived into the dogs and
I
cats.
really did.
Yeah,
No cats. My dogs will
cats.
kill a cat.
Oh,
I
okay.
love cats, but
Yes.
I can't have any. I did have a hedgehog.
You never knew Sarah Thexton, did you?
No.
You've got to meet Sarah as well. Sarah and my married to my friend Chris, who loves cats and dogs. But the way you were talking like that, you just reminded me of Sarah. No, don't like no cats, but only because the dogs will eat them.
Yeah, no. Yes. I would have a farm if I could. I mean,
okay.
if I won the lotto, I mean, there's not even any doubt in my mind. I would have a full-on animal rescue.
Yeah.
With
like a farm,
pigs
small holding.
and sheep
Pigs.
and cows. I would rescue everything from the abattoir.
Are you vegetarian at all? Or not?
No. I'm not. I'm trying hard. I don't eat anything smart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I see. Like intelligent.
I don't eat.
Okay, so don't eat humans for one, and then I don't eat.
I don't eat pigs
Okay.
because I had a pet pig.
Oh, I see.
And they're just remarkable animals. So I don't eat pigs, and I try. You know what I do? I eat meat, but I try to eat. I don't eat factory farmed meat.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So I try
free range or
but properly.
Yes.
You know, so I'll eat venison. Somebody has gone out on a farm, and it is really bad.
Yeah. No,
But
I eat meat as well. I love to, but there is that thing. If you, it's always that.
Gary,
that
dolphins are definitely off the menu.
Yes, no. Gary asked if dolphins are on the menu. No dolphins, thank you. They're also quite smart.
They're highly
Wendy
smart.
Swannell says, how your folks got to know them well at Chingadas Mexican Cantina. Do your
They're-
folks hang around at Chingadas, eh?
Well, I hope not during lockdown. But
They haven't been telling you, you know. They've been out and about. They've been out in Chingadas. There we go. I'll come and work at your animal sanctuary.
yay!
Pick me. Philippa goes to the horse unit every now and again to go
Oh,
and
lovely.
get her fix, you know. But yeah, so I mean, animals is
Animals-
a love of yours.
it
passion.
always has been.
Yeah.
Always has been. I mean,
Yeah.
I just have. I don't know. I love them. They make me happy.
Well, that's dogs. Dogs have, I always said, they've got generations and thousands of years of evolution have taught them how to get into your heart.
100%.
Totally.
100%.
And they will sob, and you will cry, and you will be on the floor because they've died.
My dogs run my house.
Yeah,
I mean,
when they die and they don't live as long as you.
well, I saw a meme the other. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, my dogs.
Do you love Rob or your dogs
My
more?
dogs.
You love your dogs more than Rob. Sorry, Rob.
No shame. There was actually a time when I was at the vet with one of my dogs that was really sick. And Rob was right there, and I said, please, I cannot live without this dog. I love it more than my husband.
And you actually said that to the vet.
I said it to the vet.
And
I'm okay. I love you
Rob,
very much
Rob
now.
just swallowed hard and carried on. And
He
sure that
loves
wasn't
me.
true.
He loves me, and he knows that I'm quirky, but I could not live without him. No, he's my rock.
Okay, so and dogs and animals are obviously one of your passions. Anything else that you're really passionate about?
Just animals in general.
Yeah.
Animals in general, and I can't handle injustice.
Really?
I can't handle it, and I'm
Social
constantly.
media is it hard for you because there's
No,
so much
listen.
injustice and so much stuff going down. that you've
Often
got
I have to
hold yourself
switch
back.
off. Like, I mean, I sign every petition that comes across my page. I don't know if it does any good, but I feel it like works on me if I don't sign it. But I don't even read it. I just see animal was tortured. Sign.
Yeah.
Duck was taken on a walk. Sign. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because
Sign
so I don't know if it helps, but obviously climate crisis. You know that really worries me.
Hectic.
Yeah.
And I presume, I say I'm friends with Jen on Facebook for years, and her post reminds me of the modern Barbara Woodhouse. Sit. Do you remember Barbara Woodhouse? You don't know Barbara Woodhouse because it was English. Barbara Woodhouse was huge in South Africa. She was huge. And she was an animal lady that was very, very, and she used to say that the doggy, you give her a little tidbit or whatever, and then you say, sit. Do you remember Barbara Woodhouse? Rob remembers Barbara Woodhouse, and she was very, very, very...
Very, very English.
Yes, but she used to go like this.
Correct.
Yes. Sit. Sit.
My dogs are really good about sitting, but they won't stay.
Oh, right, yes. No, stay! It was the whole thing. You trained your dog on television because we didn't have any, could only watch what was on television. We had no choice as to what we could watch on television.
Oh, yeah, because you had the test pattern.
Yeah, we had test pattern and then 6
There
o'clock.
wasn't even a TV around when Rob was little.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Me also. You were little. He was... You can be really evil, Jennifer Lindridge. Rob is being very old now, and so am I.
No, he's really not. He's actually a lot younger than me.
Oh, really? He's a lot younger. Yes. Oh, no,
And you're only as old as the woman you feel.
Yes, you're right. Taryn Coates says she's quite passionate about Amazon.
Yes, she
and
knows
I don't
that.
mean the forest. What's Amazon?
Online
Online shopping as well. You can do a bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it's not really a passion. That's more of an addiction, I think.
No, it is. It really is an addiction. You know it's bad when the courier guys hoot and wave at you when they see you driving around town.
No, we had Henriette Schumann on, the cyclist.
Yeah.
She said that the courier guys knows her name.
Yeah.
Now it's Henriette, are you? Hello, DHL
They hoot
guy.
and wave as I'm driving around PE. The UPS guy, the DHL guy, the FedEx guy.
Mr. D, whatever. All right, I think it's time for getting to know you session. We've got over the front section. You've passed your first section, 80%.
To know you, get to know all about you.
How do you? There we go. All right. The most spontaneous thing you've ever done, or adventurous thing you've ever done.
Okay, so I actually don't know. I think the most spontaneous thing I used to do was, I think I was hard when I was younger, but if somebody pissed me off, mostly a boyfriend, I would get on a plane and go somewhere. Oh. And then they'd wake up on Saturday morning and say, hey, do you want to go for breakfast? I'm sorry, I'm not here.
I'm in New York.
So yeah, I think that was...
So, you know who used to do that? Fleetwood Mac. That's who used to do that.
Yeah, no, I think, because I know I specifically did it to Rob. He really annoyed me on a Friday night. Yes. And I thought, well, I'm not going to be here this weekend. And I got up early on Saturday morning, booked myself into a nice hotel in Cape Town, was gone, and he phoned, hey, do you want to go get breakfast? I'm sorry, I'm in Cape Town.
Sorry, got these bags in Cape Town.
So yeah, I did used to do that. I don't do that anymore because I have children. Well, my dog people.
That is a sure sign of being slightly batty. You realise that? No wonder we're all friends with Carol Law. There we go.
I'm the ShopRite trolley.
There we go. You know, it's got a loose wheel somewhere along the way.
100%. And you can't control it.
Can't control it. It's downhill. The hardest you've ever worked, I think.
Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack.
Yeah.
Wow, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And kudos for that, because that shows so much resolve. Jen, it just shows what you've got inside you and what you can do with this book, or whatever it's going to be. It's going to be a success. I'm
all or I'm nothing.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. If I'm doing it, I do it all the way, and I do it properly, or I don't bother.
That's the way it works. It's such a good quality. It really is.
Thank you.
The most physically painful thing, except
well, I haven't had children.
I haven't had children yet. So the most physically painful thing you've ever experienced.
Last year, during lockdown, a hot water bottle exploded over me. Rob had just made a hot water bottle, like brand new, fresh.
Rob had just filled it up too much.
No. It was old and it had perished. But it literally exploded all down my left side. I was scalded. It was the most painful thing. It was horrific. And I don't know what I would have... If he hadn't been home, I would have gone to emergency.
Fortunately, he's a doctor. But I can't
He wrapped me completely in an ice-cold towel. He gave me, I don't know what drugs, but it was, the problem is there was nowhere you could move, and it was your whole body. It was horrific.
Rob, I'm so glad I wasn't you when that happened.
No, it wasn't his fault.
Okay.
It wasn't his fault. It was a very old one.
Yes.
And we've now learned you should actually get rid of those ones.
It couldn't have been a nice experience for Rob either, I can tell you.
Shame.
Was,
my long-suffering husband.
I can see that, yes. The coldest you've ever been?
when we were in New York
Oh, okay.
in the middle of a blizzard,
Yeah.
and it wasn't actually outside that was cold because you were dressed nicely, but I got up in the middle of the night to see how much it had snowed, and I opened the whole window and all the snow blew in, and it was about a minute, and I was ice cold. I would never been that cold in my life, and I could not get warm again.
The wind chill factor got you.
I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, let's open the window and let's check out the world.
You know what old...
And my hair kind of snapped.
well, now you know what old Scott felt like. What is his name?
Scott Peck.
No, the guy was into Amundsen and Scott. Scott of the Antarctic. Yes. Yeah.
No, listen.
They got to the North Pole, but they didn't make it back. I think it was their...
Yes, because
Scott.
they didn't. They would go and walk as far as they could and stop,
Yes.
whereas the other guys made sure they did the same amount every day,
Yes,
good weather or
same.
bad.
You wouldn't have made it to the first 10 Ks because you wouldn't have been able to eat your dogs. You see? Because that's what they had to do.
Did they really?
They did, yes, they had to.
No.
They had to do it. They had no choice. They even ate each other, I think. Might have eaten each other.
Some of those dogs weren't very bright.
Yes, no, some of those dogs were they weren't very bright. Yeah, they weren't very bright dogs. They were just silly dogs. Let's see, the craziest, the most out of character thing you've ever done.
Well, I don't know that I have a defined character.
I don't think you have. I think this is a question that doesn't really apply
So I
to you.
don't think that
because,
I don't think anything I've done has been out of character because
No.
I'm not really.
Yeah.
I'm kind
You haven't
of
been set into
fluid.
You're not set into a box.
No.
No, you're not.
So I
see
can't
that.
really think
No,
of
okay,
anything
it's
that
true. Fluid. I like
I'm
that.
very fluid.
She's fluid. It's true. It's true. Have you got any strange superstitions? Come on, you got some.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I have to touch wood.
Oh, really? So you know, say don't touch wood.
I have to. Oh, that sounds horrible.
Don't touch wood.
No. I have to touch. So like if something happens.
You mean rude? No, not rude.
There was a time where I actually carried wood in my car with me because like if I saw something I was like, oh, that better not happen to me, touch wood.
That's funny that you bring it in your car. You can't even like pretend it's wood.
No. Like I
you touch
actually
something
have
that looks
to,
like wood. No.
I don't know, and it's like I'm too scared to find out if it is a thing or if it isn't a thing. So let's just touch it anyway.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Just to be safe.
just to be
Just
safe.
to be safe. Okay, I get it. The song that always wants to makes you want to dance.
MC Hammer can't touch
Can't touch
this.
this. Except wood. Can touch wood. Except that.
MC Hammer and Blur, song 2,
Oh, Blur song 2.
and
Yeah.
Crisscross. Jump.
Crisscross. Oh, jump.
Remember
Jeez,
that?
Yes. Crisscross.
Makes you want to jump. Daddy Mac will make you jump.
Oh, no, I don't know.
They're
that
from
one.
Atlanta.
Crisscross. I do.
Crisscross. The two little kids. They like one was 9 and one was 11, and they became like total superstars.
Jump.
Daddy Mac will make you jump.
Americans, we didn't. Wasn't big here that song, but
it was.
Was it? I don't remember that song.
Oh, was it
I don't
not?
think- no, I don't remember that one. Maybe did your family send you that single?
No.
I'll have a listen to it now.
No,
I'll
it's
probably-
good. I like it.
Are you prepared for the end of the world, Jen? Perhaps you're stocked up on perishables.
I have.
you?
We had a huge fight the other day because
You
I
bit of a
feel
hoarder.
it's the American in me.
Okay.
I feel safe when there are tin food
Oh,
things in
it's
the house.
Tin food.
We might never eat it, but I want to know it's there
Okay, it's just
in the
there.
event of.
Rob's covering his face.
He went out to Woolies and he brought like 5 tins home, and I was like, that's not enough.
Not enough for
That's
an
not
apocalypse.
enough. Because what if we have to feed our friends? What if my
Oh,
parents
yeah,
come to live with
they
us?
come, and what about the dogs? Gary wants to know what you feel about Biden's performance so far. Because I know there was one thing that we had in common as well, was that we
do
both
not like Trump.
Yeah, and also Ian von Memety as well was also with you there. He was we're anti-Trump.
I can't do Trump.
Divisive. I'm anti-divisive. That's
But
what-
also, he's just. I
chop.
don't.
He's a chop.
He's horrible.
Yeah, no,
He's not a nice
he's
person.
man. They always argue, that is nice. It doesn't matter what his personality is like.
Oh, no, he's
no,
just
no,
a horrific human.
No,
How do I feel
Biden.
about Biden? I like Biden. However, I think he is a horrible orator.
Yes.
I
He had
don't-
a stutter and he got over it.
He,
though. That's his
you know,
excuse.
but I just don't feel he delivers speeches well, and he doesn't have the charisma that somebody like Obama had. Or, I mean, I think Biden is a really good man.
Yeah.
But I think he's handled things badly in Afghanistan. But then again, I mean, was there ever going to be a right time to pull out there?
There's never going to be a good
And it was
solution
always
for
going to be messy.
It's always going to be a disaster.
And the whole thing has proven to be a failure because,
Yeah.
I mean, they were there for 20 years trying to set up a democracy. And
it
after
failed.
two weeks, it's like
failed. It's just
complete implosion.
wasn't going to happen.
So I think he's a good man. I really do. And he loves dogs.
Oh, does he? Okay, well, there we go.
But I don't think he has the charisma and the oomph.
Yeah, the bang. Bang that he's there. We'll see. We'll see how it all pans
But I
out.
would still choose him again
Yeah, over
Trump.
Oh yeah. I get you. I'm with you with that. The most nervous that you've ever been?
I had to give a talk or a speech to an architecture symposium.
Wow.
I can't even
Wow,
remember.
those guys are clever as well.
There were 800 people.
Architects.
And
Holy moly.
yeah, there were 800 people, and I think I had like nerves for a month before that.
Of course.
No,
Of course. I hope they paid you a lot of money.
No.
Oh,
No,
just-
but it was kind of the honor of being invited to do it.
right, I see.
I mean, it was for John Rushmere.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I mean, I really like him, and it was a great honor to have been selected to do it. But I do not love public speaking. I'm not good at it.
So man, I must get on here as well, John and
Oh, he's
Shirley.
great. He's great.
I was friends with his son, and at school we were mates.
Okay,
Grant. You know, it was great. But it was amazing. I mean, he designed the stadium, the St George's
Oh, I didn't know
Park.
that.
And he's done lots of buildings. So I'd love to hear what his history. You know? Good idea.
And they're nice people.
Yes, very, very nice. They used to stay in Water Road, right?
Correct.
Yes, they did. And I used to go and play there, you know, when I
I
was a
think they
youngster.
live in Church Road now.
No,
Oh,
in Church Road,
that's
I
probably
don't-
not stuff I
it
should
was
be
in Onion Row, I
publicising.
think, at one stage,
Oh,
which he
okay.
designed as well. as far as I know.
Yeah.
Onion Row. Current obsession.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, really?
Smashing Pumpkins. And they're an old band that I've rediscovered. I mean, I've always liked them, and I've kind of come full circle. And those weird cheap wafer biscuits that you get, you know, like pink, and they've got like icing in them.
Zoo biscuits?
No, not zoo.
Oh.
They're like wafers.
Oh,
They've
yeah,
got
yeah,
the
yeah,
crisscross
yeah.
wafers.
Yes,
They're
yes.
like 30 rand a bag. They're cheap
and
as
you
chips.
get like 150
You get like
in the bag.
150 of them, and they've got like 3 layers, and they've got icing in the
They're made
middle.
of
And there's
melamine and-
pink
Yeah.
and like lumo
Yes,
pink and
yeah.
chocolate and
There's-
vanilla.
Like there's no food stuff that matches the color. You know, it's like one of those.
There's
ones.
nothing
Green
healthy
and
in
pink
it.
And like macaroons, but like mini macaroons. That's it. And they're made of melamine and
Correct.
Rubber.
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from, but I've just suddenly.
I just feel like one
I
right
want
now.
them.
Somebody organise Jen with a bag of that stuff. What are they called? I can't remember. What are those
What is it
biscuits called?
called?
The wafers. Wafer biscuits? I can't remember. It was always Savoyardi or the finger biscuits as well.
No, I don't like those.
You don't like those?
No.
Those are great. Those they're kind of Italian vibe to it. I don't
Finger
know.
biscuits, those are the ones that are like
long,
ovals.
The ones long ones.
Yeah, no, I don't like them.
All right. The stupidest thing that you've ever done.
This is very embarrassing.
I like those stories.
The stupidest thing I ever did. I traveled overseas with a boyfriend.
Oh, right, yes.
And no, that wasn't the stupid part.
Okay, that wasn't
the stupid part.
All right. Is that right? It was you.
No, it wasn't him. It wasn't him.
Okay.
And you know how they hand out all the paperwork you've got to fill in on board when
Yes.
you're entering another country?
Yes, for your visas and stuff.
Correct. And I'm an American citizen.
Yeah.
But what possessed me to write I was born in Port Elizabeth on the form? So we land in Heathrow, and I'm all friendly. Hi,
Yeah.
so glad to be here. Why did you write you're born in Port Elizabeth when it says Atlanta, Georgia on your passport? Oh shit, so I have men with guns
Oh, no.
in Heathrow.
Holy crap.
Pull me aside.
Excuse me. It's more than my job's worth to get this. Come on.
I was in absolute tears.
Oh, my word.
I don't even know why I wrote that. I mean,
Yeah, no. You do when you travel, you do stupid things. You do. What I did, I changed my signature from my traveller's checks. I decided I'm going to change my signature now. So all my traveller's checks.
Oh, I'm so glad you did something dumb too.
I'm in the
because
middle of flipping Czechoslovakia. The guy's like, why you saying like this, what this? No, but I don't understand. No, speak English. I go in, look, I can sign both. Look, I can sign both. That's even worse.
So I was pulled aside for hours and interrogated, and I had men with guns, and eventually they got hold of the U.S. embassy overseas. They had to, and they said, no, she is legitimately an American citizen, and I was sternly reprimanded. Don't you ever do this again. And I'm sure I'm on a watch list somewhere.
Wafer creams. I love you, Mimi. Thank you. Yes, that's it.
So that's the stupidest thing I've done by far.
Yeah, absolutely. I see. They were big, Gino. It's Sean Paul's. I'm not sure. I can't remember what he's talking about. But you were too busy, road. Oh, they were big. The song was big. Oh, he's a DJ, so he would know. They were big. The crisscross were big.
Oh, were they? I don't know about that.
No, you're saying that.
Oh, you were too busy.
Yes,
you were too busy.
They were big here in PE. I was too busy on my rollerblades. You're right. You're actually right. I wasn't listening. Crisscross, baby. Yeah. The only time I heard crisscross was in that like jump to the left, like what's it? Step to the left and step to the right and.
No, you've got to listen to it. It's a cool song.
What's that dance thing called again? The cha-cha slide. He says crisscross. So I was wondering what crisscross was.
No, I don't know it.
No. It's not to the people on the left. I can't remember. Yeah, it's that's another song. Don't worry about that one. All right. I've got the one thing that you can never live without. What are you going to choose? Rob or your dogs? No.
Mascara. And blush.
Do you like a bit of mascara?
I like mascara, and I like blush, and my dogs.
Excellent. Okay.
Those are
three. In the three, and then
and Rob.
Fourth, Rob. Fourth place. What makes you really angry?
Really angry.
Yeah. Like, Apathy. Like,
no, when you get all these people that moan about situations or
Online.
life or the government, and then they're all, yes, we'll do something, and nobody gets off their asses.
Yeah, and they don't do anything.
It makes me so mad.
You're a doer. You gotta do it.
Yeah, and I get myself into I'm clivage.
Clivage. It's alright, so it'll up the ratings here on Gino's spot. Here we go. Okay, the famous person that you admire the most.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
Obama.
Yeah.
And Gwen Stefani.
And Gwen Stefani, she also as well. No, Bader Ginsburg was clearly a huge personality over in the States.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Notorious RBG.
Yes, RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And she was always on that Supreme Court in America.
Oh, she was incredible.
Doing the right thing all the time, doing the right thing. She probably should have retired at the time.
At the time when they could have replaced her with somebody else, and then there wouldn't be that disaster.
Yeah, she was, man. But she probably thought, I'm going to live a little longer. I'm hanging on.
No, she didn't.
She did, yeah. What were your biggest?
Nobody did.
Your biggest splurge?
I don't want to say.
What's your biggest splurge?
Oh,
Something that you splurge. I mean, other than going on a plane every time Angela Newton says she's very proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Ange. I'm very proud of you. Ange just got a really big job.
Oh. Oh, really? Oh.
She's a go-getter.
Ange, I think you should take us all out for supper. We'll come. Me and Jen and Rob and me.
Don't worry, I'm the cheap date, Ange.
I'm ordering lobster.
I bought a incredibly expensive dress in Las Vegas that I've...
Oh, wow. In Las Vegas. It happens in Vegas.
Stays in
Vegas.
Yeah.
Was it really nice? Do you still wear it a bit?
I've never worn it.
You've never worn it? No. But it's a beautiful thing that you've got.
But I don't know where I'm ever going to wear it. It's beautiful.
We always say form over function. Do you like form over function?
I like function.
You like function as well. But so that was a good dress. It had pockets in the right place.
No. It had no function. Oh. It's entirely sequined No, it's beautiful.
Sequin dress.
Dolce and Gabbana, and I've never worn it.
And you're going to wait, saving it for a special. Why didn't you wear it tonight? Why didn't you wear it tonight? Oh, we're not good enough for you, right? Not good enough for the sequin dress.
No. No, seriously, I have no clue where I'll ever wear it.
You're allergic to lobster. Behave. I don't know yet. I haven't had one because I'm too cheapskate. Oh, sure. Good. I'm glad you're in the ballpark for a night out, though, Angela. We're ready for you.
Oh, she said, sure, why not?
Yeah. Oh, good.
So it's on her. Sure, why not?
We're going to celebrate after your first paycheck. We'll wait until you get your paycheck. We won't hit you immediately, Angela. What is she doing? Has she got a government job?
No. She's been hired. She has her own brand of cosmeceuticals.
Oh,
I think that's what you'd call it. Cosmeceuticals. They're all organic.
Cosmopolitan pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, and
so she's like drug
no.
dealer.
Well, she.
It's like a drug dealer. Then she's selling. All sorts of drugs.
Anyway, she's got a very high-powered job with. I don't know, but I know it's high-powered. But it's like a big job.
It's like Aspen or one of those.
Yeah, it's something like that. But I think it's an American firm.
Oh, okay.
Working from here, though.
Glaxo, one of those. Tell us what it is, Angela. Tell us now. We all want to know. Wear it tonight. Rob will growl. Woof woof. I think he's done with the growling by the looks of things. Oh, classic. No, lovely. So it's going to be saved that dress is going to be saved for a special time.
I think I'll just frame it.
Yes. No,
put it in my closet.
Supper with Angela. We'll use it. We'll use up that thing. And you'll have to wear your stockings with it as well because they're also sequined.
No.
They catch in my eye every now and again. They squeeze just like shining in my eyes. All right. I think it's nearly time for quick questions. But one more. The most important thing that you would want your children to know one day.
I want my nephew to know he's adorable. He's 7, and he's just he's adorable. I want Zach to know that no matter where he is in the world, I will always be there for him, and he can call me, and I will be there in a moment's notice.
Yes. Have you adopted a lot of these kids? I can see.
No. He is my nephew. My real nephew.
No. I'm saying your nephew. You've adopted them as your own kids.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, and when kids are like that age, they've always got. There's so many things that can give them issues and give them things. You want to give them the most confidence that you possibly can, but you don't want to overdo it either.
Oh no, he's just the most divine little boy.
So your nephews are there.
Yeah, but he lives in Alabama now. So
Alabama.
Yeah, right. Deep south.
Okay, there we go.
Deeper than Atlanta.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's quite hectic. And I hope they're all vaccinated themselves there now, because I believe they were in Alabama.
No, but where they live, thankfully they are. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the quick questions. The rapid fire quiz. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Self-effacing.
Yes.
Animal loving. Blonde.
Yeah, that's good. That's 5 words, but it's good enough. We'll put them in a
sorry,
hyphen.
self-effacing is hyphenated. I love it's hyphenated.
We'll do hyphenated, it's fine. The silliest nickname that's ever given to you.
Petty Poopa. By my dad.
Petty Poopa.
Petty Poopa.
Petty Poopa.
Or sausage.
Oh, sausage is very English as well. Oh, I love that. I love that English thing. Petty Poopa. Come on, Petty Poopa. We are going. I love it. Your favorite thing to eat?
Vegetables.
Vegetables?
Yes.
And your least favorite?
Pork.
Oh, or dolphin.
That will never happen.
Okay. Even pulled pork, because that's really nice.
No. It's not allowed in our house.
Or pork belly.
No!
The best. crackling.
No, please stop.
We're going to convert you. We'll convert you to a
No,
pork.
don't advertise it.
All right. Sorry. Well, all those things.
Pork
are
is
just
terrible.
all terrible. Even pulled pork and lovely crispy crackling, and even pork belly done on the fire, even on a rotisserie. Well, there we go. At last I can chat. At cost.
At cost, I can chat.
You casting spells on us here, Carol Law. Or she's typing fast. Have you had a couple to drink there, Carol? We're watching you. All right. A phrase that you use too much.
Seriously.
Seriously?
Seriously.
So you
My
did a lot.
phone, I have an iPhone, and it always, like, if I'm talking to somebody, I'll go, seriously? I do not know what you mean. And my watch will start talking to the, entering the conversation.
Siri.
I say seriously
Siri.
all the time.
Siri. I have to say, okay, Google. Nope. Nope, nothing to drink. Come on, Carol, you're slowing down. I can tell you all about Almosa. Tell us about Almosa. Let us know about Almosa. I'll see. Gary can get you on. We'll see. We're in the quick questions already, you and I. The light bulb factory, I think that was it. The Rashmiers live in Cape Town.
Oh, I didn't know they
We'll
moved.
get them. We'll get them on the show. We can take them from anywhere. We'll take them from anywhere. Are you the type of person that can easily wake up the first thing in the morning, or do you need multiple alarms?
I don't need multiple alarms, but I need to lie in bed,
Okay.
think about life,
Warm up.
have 10 cups of coffee, cuddle the dogs, listen to the news, and then I can get up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Philippa's like that too, but she
I will
does.
wake up when
Yes.
the alarm goes off, but I don't get up.
Yeah. Because she's in a bad mood if she has to wake up straight away. But if she wakes up slowly,
100%.
then you're okay. So
Yeah.
also bad mood, better mood. Okay.
Yeah,
Coffee. All right.
yeah.
We-
a
we-
little bit of CNN,
Lovely. We can switch the
some
coffee
cuddling
machine
with the
on.
dogs.
Oh, nice. The dogs, yes.
Yeah.
Dogs and coffee, that's it.
Yeah.
Philippa wakes up and she says, dogs and coffee. And then you've got to do that. You've got to do that. Well done, Jen and Gino. Thank you, Carol. We love
Thanks,
you.
Carol.
We love you. What is there a book or a movie that's made a lasting impression on you?
Yeah, there was one called Lisey's Story,
Lisey's Story. Okay.
and it was just brilliant. And then there was another one by John Wyndham that I read many years ago. Do you know John Wyndham?
I've heard of John Wyndham.
He wrote Day of the Triffids. It's kind of a sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
Do you know it?
You like the sci-fi stuff.
do.
And I know you actually love Darren Fuller when you must have a look at what you're
I
watching.
love sci-fi. Matrix. There's another Matrix
another
coming
Matrix
out.
coming is soon as well. So sci-fi is also your thing. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
And I enjoy sci-fi.
I do not do any kind of chick flicky type sad things.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not that stuff.
No.
Have you got into computer games? Because computer
No.
games are often that whole sci-fi thing, and you get
The
involved
only
in
game
it.
I ever played was Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay.
And I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
but the problem was, I don't know if it's just me, but if you start playing things like for a long time, like whether it can be that, what was that game when all the bricks fell and you had
Yes,
to like...
Tetris.
Tetris. If I play something too much, I can like see the things falling. So I'll be looking at you and there'll be bricks falling. and
Well,
when I
Grand
was...
Theft Auto, that's not going to be good, yeah.
No, it was really bad because I remember driving down the street and it's like, no, I cannot run over that person. That would be a very bad idea.
Leave that granny on the side of the road.
Yeah, no. So, and I obsess over one thing
Okay.
until I'm exhausted
Yes.
of it, and then
I'm
I'm
just thinking, isn't this a sign of what's it with ADD?
Obsessive compulsive.
No, not obsessive. It's ADD hyperfocus.
I don't know.
Like ADD people, and Gary's a good example of that. I think Gary's seems to be all over the place, but when he focuses, he can focus for days on end on something.
Maybe that is, yeah, it sounds like me.
Yeah. Philippa's diagnosed all of us. Around
really?
here. Yes, I know. She
Okay.
knows that story. Hyperfocus, so you can hyperfocus on something.
Totally.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's also a good. It's a superpower.
Or maybe it's bad. I don't know.
No, it's a superpower to have. It is totally because the ADD gives you the creativity, but the hyperfocus allows you to actually make something of it.
Yeah, no.
So-
When I get into something, I just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's my diagnosis now, as a musician.
Thank you, Dr. Fabry.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Anytime. All right, a song that you can listen to on repeat.
Everlasting Gaze, Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, okay. Is that that's the only one that do no 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 down da 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 da. I don't know what it's called. What's that song called? Ah, it's lovely. I just like the guitar licks. I always listen to the guitar licks, you see. So.
No, well then you must listen to this. This is really cool.
It's a nice song.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I've like just the Smashing Pumpkins.
I'm gonna put it on my playlist. I'll have a go.
It's 90s. Heavy. Yeah, it is 90s.
90s vibes. Huh?
No, that's from the album Machina.
Oh, which was late 80s, what?
2000s.
Oh,
I think it was
2000, okay,
2000 and
Yeah, because I think
Six.
Smashing Pumpkins were pretty much 90s to
they
2000s.
were not, yeah, they started in 88.
Yeah.
But they kind of rose to prominence in the early 90s.
Yeah. Sean Paul's coming. What's that song, Sean Paul's? Da 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 da. Yeah, it's lovely. It's like a really lovely melody. Oh, Sean will know it. I know.
Are you talking about 1979?
Is it? Is that what it's called?
1979.
Yes, I think it is. Yes, I think it is that one. I don't know what that's called. I think it's Smashing
1979.
Pumpkins.
Yeah, 1979.
Yeah, great. And I know that the drummer played
Jimmy Chamberlain.
Yeah, okay. Jimmy Chamberlain. But I saw a concert with the guy that played with I can't remember now. It's a guy with the shades. He was like all dressed up in this like hectic 80s outfit, and then everybody else was like in this like goth vibe.
For the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
But they went through a couple of drummers.
Yes,
So.
I think so. Yes, rapid fire, quick, says Philippa.
Sorry!
So we're getting distracted because we ADD. All right. Okay, so your pet peeve. Have you got a pet peeve?
Yeah, when people drive side by side at 40 kilometers, and you're meant to keep left,
to the left,
pass right.
Yes, and then
I'm
they
gonna
stay
make
in the middle. Normally got a hat on.
And I always get stuck behind those people.
And the taxis.
No, but at least they go.
Yes, they do.
But
well,
you get two people going both in the same lane, both the same speed, up Target Cliff.
Target Cliff, that's the one. That's the perfect
Yeah, no,
one.
that really
Because they've got to
bothers me.
Slow down for that camera.
And when people call sequence.
Oh, sequence. Yes. I love sequence. And also, is a bit of a grammar.
I am.
Grammar Nazi. Say grammar. You're a grammar Nazi.
You're.
Yeah.
There.
You're.
And also when people say, they write a whole text and say, we going. Why please say we are going?
We
What is that thing now say? We going.
Yeah, we going.
Oh, it really bothers me.
Grammar maniac. Okay, no, we got it.
I will not. I type all my text with full punctuation because
Yes.
I don't want to get into a bad habit.
Yes, but this is probably Pacific to you, though.
Is it you too? Pacific. Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to get you as well.
you did.
All right, your most nostalgic memory.
When I flew back into Atlanta for the first time since we'd moved here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you recognize stuff?
Yeah.
Did you you come in there and you
Yeah.
think they talk like me, they
I
think
fit,
like me,
I belong.
fit and belong. You know what? I felt like that when I went into Italy, and I wasn't even born there because I could recognize the dialect, and you recognize the accent.
And they're the same as me.
Yes.
They behave the same as me,
yes.
and they dress the same as me, and
Everything looks so familiar.
yeah.
well.
But it's also just recognizing the cityscape and just flying in over Atlanta, descending through those clouds, and it just caught me. Yeah.
I totally got that when I went into Italy, but I know that if we had to stay away from South Africa from
100%.
we would feel even more so.
Absolutely. It's actually horrible being an immigrant or an immigrant because when I'm here, I want to be there, and when I'm there, I want to be back here.
Yeah, sure,
it's hard.
No, I've got no ties to Italy, but I certainly felt that it was like, wow, I know this place, and I know these people. They speak like I understand the way they speak because I can get the dialect, and for you it would be in the accent. that people
Well,
I don't know if it was, but
I don't think
mean,
it was the
not,
accent,
not
it
the
was
same as
just-
your accent, but it's an accent that you recognize.
It was just the way they are.
Yeah.
The way they are. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Okay. All right, so either ors next.
Okay.
We're going to do either ors. These are
Okay.
normally quite a bit of fun, you know. Because either ors. Would you live a life full of ups and downs or a predictable life?
Predictable.
They are like extremely predictable and extremely up and down.
Extremely predictable.
Okay, you'd rather have the predictable.
Definitely.
I think you might go batty. I think you might. I think you'd have a hard time
I
doing
do
that.
predictable.
You like that?
Yeah.
It makes you feel
I need
safe.
routine. Yeah.
So you feel anxious if it's
Very.
not predictable.
Very.
Really?
Yeah.
So anxieties. And do you, during COVID, more anxious?
Less anxious.
Less anxious. Well, aren't you one of the lucky ones? Everybody else has been
No.
themselves.
Well, in a different way.
Yes.
You know, I'm very okay being alone, and I'm okay being at home. I enjoy it. I enjoy being with my dogs, and I liked the lack of pressure.
Yes, social pressure.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, when everybody says, "Hey, let's go to lunch," and it's like, "Okay, cool," and then that day gets there, and you think, I've got to go. And you know, I always enjoy it when I'm there.
Like with Angela, we're going to have such a nice time with her. We're going to have the best time.
Yeah, but she's hilarious.
she's
Yeah.
great.
So yeah, I enjoyed lockdown, but I've missed my friends.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Carol Law says she's very late. I know. Carol Jacobs is very late. Oh, it's Carol Jacobs. Yes, you're very late tonight, Carol. She lives down in East London at Arena Resorts, and she's got horses and animals, and she's got a little farm there, actually. Maybe you should go and visit Carol.
I think so.
And see her animals. She's also a nutcase, by the way. Yes.
You know,
Carol
I take
Jacobs.
umbrage to that.
When I say it also, I mean all of us here.
Yeah, I take umbrage. I actually had a slight meltdown when I read their Eccentric. And I say to Rob, am I eccentric? And he said, well, you're not normal. And I said, but eccentric is an old lady with 99 cats. And he goes, well, have you looked around the floor?
You checked around. Listen, welcome to
But
the
I
club.
googled what eccentric actually means, and I'm okay with it now.
Are you okay with
yeah,
it?
I'm okay with it now.
Eccentricities are fine. They are good. They're good. People always say that I'm completely batty as well, but that's fine. I've learned to live with it.
No, I like being a little odd.
Yes.
But I genuinely had never associated the word eccentric with me.
Eccentric.
It really sideswept me.
Gary tends to do that. He does.
I thought it was a compliment.
No, Gary said it was a compliment. Yes.
Well, thank you. I take it as one now.
All right. Would you rather be alone or in a crowd?
Alone.
Alone, rather. Skydiving or bungee jumping?
Bungee jumping.
Oh, you got to have something wrapped around your legs.
Yeah.
Rather.
No, I've bungee jumped a couple times. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that. Marvel or DC?
DC.
Is it? Okay. Oh, like that. False hope or no hope at all?
False hope.
Yay!
False hope all the way.
Yes, I'm with you. Makeup or no makeup?
You mean like makeup on your
Yeah,
face? As long as I got mascara.
Okay, all right. Well, that's, I suppose, makeup then.
What's the other makeup?
No, I can go with that other makeup.
Other
I'm okay
makeup
like
is
that. I
fine.
just like mascara.
A bit of mascara. That's got to have that because the eyes. The eyes. The eyes are a big thing. I use it in comedy. You know, you look at the eyes and then you move them around and you're ready because they can say such a lot. Like that.
Very expressive.
Jamone says that I think I've said it before. Like you know, you can say something and then use your eyebrows.
Well, you
Mean
have
something
to
different.
use your eyes now because
Yes.
you've got a mask.
Yes,
Otherwise,
exactly.
you just look like you're staring at people.
It's true, and you've got to.
So
go,
you have to like squint
when
your eyes to
when you
smile.
I'm
Otherwise,
smiling.
you're just like this. And the
Everyone now
person
from now
really
on-
doesn't know what's cooking.
From now on, people are going to smile like this.
There's going to be a whole lot of Botox needed.
Yes. Botox must be a real problem with a mask. It can be. All right. Looks or personality?
Personality.
Okay, excellent. Well, that's a good thing. It means you're not shallow. All right. It is time for the finals. I think it is. Is it the Would You Rathers? All right, quick one. Would you rather? A vampire or a werewolf?
Vampire. Vampires are always cool.
Is that the coolest one?
Yeah.
Even compared to a werewolf.
Oh no, vampires are far cooler.
Is it? They're more like covert.
Yeah, they're like stealthy and they dress cool and they've got very matrixy.
Yes, they are like in the human form. And, well, werewolves also, but he's like...
No.
Okay,
No.
Okay. All right, I'll get you. An
Vampire.
honest asshole or a sweet liar?
Honest asshole.
Okay, rather be that. You'd rather be that. Would you rather be eaten by a shark or a tiger?
Preferably neither.
Oh, but no, you've got to choose one. Have to choose one. Shark or a tiger?
Tiger.
Tiger?
I don't want to drown.
Man, would it drown be easier than being... I don't know. Rob's a doctor. Wouldn't it be easier than you eat your leg and then you eat your groin and then you eat your thing and then you eat your stomach?
Well, the shark is going to do the same thing.
But at least you might have drowned already.
No, I don't want to drown. I'd rather be eaten by the tiger.
By a tiger. Okay, tiger it is. Would you rather be extremely smart or extremely lucky?
Extremely lucky.
Easy. You want the easy way out, do you?
Of course.
All right. No, we got
I
it.
want to win the lotto so that I can have my farm, rescuing things.
Okay, fair enough. But then you'd be like, I don't know what to do with the farm.
No, you didn't say dumb. You said extremely lucky.
Lucky.
Or extremely
Oh,
smart.
we didn't include that, Gary. We've got to make it.
So you didn't
extra.
say I was dumb.
We've got to put it extra in, okay? All right, you got us. You got us. Would you rather be stuck in a room for an extended period with a smart ass or a dumb ass?
Yo, I've been stuck with both. So
really?
I think a dumbass.
A dumbass is sweeter, maybe, hey?
Yeah,
It's just
I mean, they're
dumbass.
well-meaning.
You know, it's just like...
I think a dumbass.
But dwarf, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. Would you rather be utterly heartbroken or single?
Utterly heartbroken.
Is rather better to have loved than never to have loved at all. Would you rather be painfully aware or blissfully ignorant?
Painfully aware.
Oh, man. You sure? That doesn't fit in with the other one. What was the other one again?
Hope,
Yes.
I'd rather be painfully aware. Painfully aware.
Painfully aware. Okay, I'll get you. Would you rather kill an endangered species or a convict?
Convict.
Oh, obviously.
Hello.
No. You can't choose the convict. Could
I
be
don't
someone
care.
that was jailed. Yeah, no, we won't go there. But we know who we're thinking about.
This is an innocent convict.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It could have been an innocent
Well,
convict.
you didn't put that in either.
No, we didn't put it in either. You
just said a convict.
She's like a lawyer. She's like a lawyer, Gary. Oh my word. Would you rather save your pet or a random stranger out of a river? They're drowning. The random stranger. They could be a vet.
I would save my pet.
Oh, but it's a vet that's drowning. So when you save the vet, he's going to save lots of other animals.
I would save the vet first, and then I would go back in and save my pet.
Oh, it would have drowned by then. Unfortunately, it would have drowned by
No, this
then.
is really upsetting me.
All right, we'll pass this. We'll pass.
Would you rather say Rob or your pet?
Rob or your pet. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, we're there. You got an answer. All right, final question. Would you truly love someone you can never have, or have someone you can never truly love?
That sucks. I'd rather love someone truly that I can never have.
Okay.
But that's really an awful question.
Yes, it's awful.
I mean, those are bleak
That's
questions.
a horrible question. That's scary. But we're testing your dark sense of humor on that one. Because I know that dark sense of humor is part of your makeup, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's incongruous.
Yes, and I mean the parties and the things. I love your little passions and your things that you get involved in because you throw yourself into them.
I do.
You know?
I get into a lot of trouble.
Yes, no, that's fine. It's fine. And the book is going to be incredible.
I hope so.
You are going to make $1 million. No, anything that's really gone wrong. As our final question, anything that's really gone wrong in like we normally talk about gigs and stuff, but I mean there's possibly an advertising campaign or something. I'd love to hear a story about something that's went
Horribly awry.
awry.
Another public speaking engagement.
Yes.
And it was one of the first that I gave
Yeah.
to a client, and I wasn't even pitching. I had the account.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to talk to their whole panel of whatever.
Yeah.
And I had dropped the cards before I.
Oh, they were all over
They
the
were
place.
all mixed up, and my
Higgledy
slides were
piggledy.
all over the place. It was the most embarrassing, awful hour of my life.
So you were jumping around.
I was jumping around, and then I was having to like improvise and
jump up, and get down. What is that? Jump around.
You know, it was unpleasant. Yeah, so that went horribly awry.
And then did they just pull the whole deal? Or
No, I still had it.
You still kept it.
I still kept it, but I think they realized I was a shocking speaker. I never got asked to do anything like that again.
Oh dear.
No, I was bad.
Oh, Jen,
I was bad.
No, it's fine. But you survived. You survived, and that's the thing. And the fact that you go in and you don't think about anything that could go wrong. Anything. It's just go for it.
No,
just
I do think of everything that can go wrong.
Do you plan it all out?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So you are a planner, like they plan ahead.
I have.
Liesl Cravenstein is a big planner.
I have option A, B, C, D, Z.
Okay.
I have all of them. What I'm gonna do, if. So that's like when.
So that's your method to get out. Gary wants one more. Would you rather? Would you rather have nobody buy your book, or have all your clothes fall off while speaking to 800 people?
Well, I'd rather have all my clothes fall off because they're all going to buy the book.
All going to buy the book, and after that, it's going to be big sales after that. That's Gary. Oh my word! No, but thank you, Jennifer. It's been fantastic,
Thank you so
I
much.
love your energy, and I think that.
I love that we matched.
Yes, I know. It was amazing. You've got a good
perfect.
match. It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful talking to you. Thank you for spending the time here with us
Thank you.
and having a drink with us. And
Thank you for changing the chairs for me.
Oh no, these chairs are going to stay now.
They're extremely comfortable.
They're very nice. These chairs will stay.
Because I can tell you, I would have kept sliding off of that one.
Chair, I know.
One of my incredible talents is clumsiness.
Falling off
No.
chairs.
If there's something to trip over,
All right.
spill on myself.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'm incredibly clumsy.
Oh, good. Well, I like that too, because it's a bit like a bull in a china shop. That's fine. You also get stuff done like that too. Jennifer Lindridge, thank you so much for coming on. We've got competition time now. And so you better block your ears or put in your headphones because it's going to get loud in here.
What must I do?
We're going to go over to the drum cam.
Woo!
And we're going to get the song. I'm going to get my microphone quickly. So it's time for the competition. Guys that are still online, we're going to do the competition. I'm going to play a song. And I don't know if I've played it before because I think Gary's just taken the song. I think Gary and Jennifer got the song together. And we're going to play the song. And if you can guess the artist or the song's name, the first one to do it will win the case of Fitch and Leeds, and we'll send it to you. All right, so over to the drum cam. There we go. All right. Thank you for joining us on Gino's Spot. It's been lovely. And don't forget on Thursday, on Tuesday, Monday. It's Monday this week. Don't forget, it's Denise van Haastien is coming on Monday. We're going to have a great time. All right, let's have it. Let's hit it.
Woo!
We have a carryover this week. Something you can eat with pork. I don't think so. I don't think that's a winner, no. Let's get the camera up here, Gary. All right. Thank you. We'll carry that over till next time. We've got Monday. Don't forget, we've got a show on Monday today, next week, which with Denise van Haastien. She's just been elected chairperson of the, I think it's the corporate development or the business chamber. Business chamber we're going to be talking about. And so we'll find out what's happening at the tank farm. We'll find out what's happening in PE business-wise because Denise is amazing. All right, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Spa, and thank you to Fitch and Leeds, and thank you to Jennifer Lindridge for coming on and being so gracious to grace us with your company tonight. It's been fantastic. All right, so we'll see you on Monday. See you Monday.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. One drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and